Hey everybody, so I had a lot of people asking me about this glitch effect here that I did a few days ago. So I wanted to do a little quick tutorial on how I did that. So let's jump right into it. This is the original photo I took about a week ago. Not really sure what kind of plant this is, but I don't know, it looked cool at the time. So I touched this photo up in Visco on my phone. I used the Y skew to bring the image closer to the camera and then brought it here into Photoshop. So from here, added a levels adjustment. I wanted to really bring out the background, add some contrast. About a 165 just to bring out those whites. And then a little bit of the darks, not too much, very subtle. And then I want to add a touch of red in the center because I like the reds that are in there. So I want to bring those out a little. Add a touch of red, saturation blend mode, and let's bring that down to about 15. Yes, it looks about right. Then we add a curves layer adjustment because I want to bring down those reds. I want to bring out the blues a little more. So you can play around with this part here. It doesn't have to be too perfect. It's just a mere recreation here, so I'm kind of moving a little fast. But you can play around with it. You know, it's up to you. Whatever feels right for you. And then I'm going to duplicate the background layer, the original image, so we can start making our cuts. So then put this into a linear dodge, add blend mode. And now we have this phasing effect a little. So now we just start making our cuts. I usually do one by one, so each strip is unique in size, content, and position. You can just do as many as you want. And I'm gonna speed it up a little here. Alright, so now we have our cuts. I'm gonna duplicate this layer, add a screen blend mode. I'm gonna shift this to the left a little. And we're gonna, yeah, that looks pretty good. And we're gonna duplicate this one more time and shift it to the right. I wanted a kind of a fading effect, a little kind of hazy. So we convert this layer into a smart object. So we can add a noise, filter gallery, noise, add noise. And it's still set to 35, but you can play around with it a little bit. But for the sake of recreation, I'm gonna keep it 35. And cool, you can see we're pretty close already. So all we need is some saturation. I'm going to bring out more of those colors. Hue saturation layer adjustment and really bump up those saturation levels because color is power. So it kind of gives the image a bit of a staticky, fuzzy feel from those like old TVs. And there you have it. And really, it's just all about making the selections on a duplicated layer and applying blend modes. Yeah, yeah, it looks pretty close here. This effect is often done through wave filter effects or smart objects. The RGB channels here are usually played around with as well. But this is the way I've done it. I'm self-taught, so don't come after me. The thing to remember is that with Photoshop, there's many ways to do things. So just do whatever you feel comfortable with, really. So long as you retain a high quality output. And yeah, thanks for watching. If you want to see more videos like this, like, comment, subscribe. Plan on doing more process videos on my Patreon. And yeah, animation's coming soon. All right, bye.